Hello, my name is Nicolas Polymonakos. I work behind the scenes here at NORWAC, the Northwest Astrological Conference, which is happening May 21st to May 25th, just outside of Seattle in person, but also online. You can find out about the conference at norwac.net. Today I'm with Redwood Naragon. How are you, Redwood?
Hey, it's good to be here with you, Nicholas. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. We used to see each other a lot in person in my travels. And when I would do it, we'd have about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'd talk about astrology, and then like, all right, see you later. You know,
I miss that. I miss that. Yeah.
yeah, very, very mercurial relationship when we talk. You're doing a lecture at NORWAC on Sunday, May 24th at 3:45 p.m. Pacific. It's called Planetary Nodes in the Matrix of Reality. I'm gonna read a couple sentences from this copy because I think it's very
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
Remember when you first got into astrology? The initial aha and excitement. This talk aims to bring back this excitement as the planetary nodes are revealed to you in from a whole new perspective. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I planetary nodes are I think they're just like so wild, and I've been studying them for what, like 14, 15 years. I can't remember now. And I mean literally like every week I'm having these epiphanies on how it's like so much a part of literally everything that we experience. So what I'm hoping to do is bring to people, like, I have this sense that the planetary nodes for a lot of astrologers feel like these kind of like peripheral influences, like they're not part of our daily thinking and our daily lives.
Mhm.
But so my hope is to reveal in kind of this, I set the standard pretty high for myself with this, but if I don't disappoint, I will reveal to you kind of like how, oh my gosh, like this has been part of my daily life since, day one. And now I see how we see how these planetary nodes are operating in all of reality all the time. So it's a high bar, but I'm up for the challenge here.
Yeah, I think the timing is interesting here too at NORWAC because basically on the 24th we have there, but it's like just at 5 weeks after that, right after that, we're going to have the nodes switch too. We're going to go into North Node Aquarius, South Node Leo. So it's apropos like the timing of you doing this lecture will be like kind of summing up at least the Piscean Virgo nodal story, right? Too, and there's people out there like me who are about to have a nodal return once things go into Aquarius. Let me ask you something here. We've known each other for a long time. I think we met at NORWAC. I'm going to say that we
Probably,
did years
probably.
ago. You've done
Yeah, yeah.
lectures there in the past, and also for other situations, organizations, and online. But I also know you too through your artistic endeavors, and you've had a vending table at NORWAC too for years, where you
Yeah.
have T-shirts and stickers and all types of stuff. As a matter of fact, I remember some of the homemade node books that you made.
Yeah.
What were those books about? Those notebooks?
It's the annual planetary node cycle.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, and
So it's
so
like if you share a birthday with somebody, all your planetary nodes are in the same spot, and then so that reveals that.
yeah, yeah, and that's kind of how I know you. So in so many ways, and so I'm letting people know out there who've never been in person at NORWAC that there's vendor tables there, and Redwood's had an amazing artwork and stickers. I think I have a ton of your T-shirts. I think they're all the ones referencing Mercury Hermes. So it's wearing the emblem basically, but you've had an interesting history with the conference, Redwood, in general, from speaker and to vendor, and just your presence there. Do you remember when you were first there, or
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I was just talking about this with my partner, and because she was asking about, if the conference was diverse, and I said, yeah, no, now it's very diverse. But when I was first going, it was, all
yeah,
baby boomers, Pluto Leo,
hmm
with some Pluto Virgo students.
yeah,
And I think, yeah, and I mean, I remember very well, and I really didn't do well at all in my first years tabling there, and also I didn't do so great connecting with people, but I just kept going. And I mean, the thing I love about NORWAC now is there's just so many relationships that actually did develop over the years. And even if it's just like a hug and a hello and a 10-minute side conversation, but also you see the people who come there for the first time, they're really embraced and have great experiences too. I don't think that maybe my first experience is what people experience anymore. That happened to me too. I went to the Portland astrology thing back in like 2000, 2001 when I first moved out here. And
Mhm.
I just, yeah, I think I struggled to connect with the astrology communities at that time and was really looking for something that I didn't find initially. But now it feels like home. It feels like family. I love
Yeah.
every year going up there. I'm so thankful you're going to be there again,
Yeah,
Nicholas.
no, I'll be there running around like usual. We usually talk but I'm really psyched to, for you to be speaking here on the Sunday. You're also, if I'm correct here, earlier on the Sunday, for people who don't know about NORWAC, especially the virtual part of it the last couple of years, there's the people in person and you're watching virtually, and then there's in between the lecture tracks, basically, it's like 30 to 40 minutes. Everyone's getting ready for the next thing. But what we've been doing last couple of years online is we have these Q&As with the speakers who are there. And so you're going to be part of a Q&A that happens on Sunday at 10:10 a.m. You're going to be in a Q&A. I don't know if Laura or it's myself going to be facilitating that one. But it will be you, Sean Nygaard, Maurice Fernandez, and Demetra George. So we have a all different, interesting, connective astrology, people doing different types of astrology and with history here. So you'll be part of that virtual Q&A on Sunday. Basically, people are in the chat, they ask a question, and usually the speakers they take it somewhere, right? So that's happened on Sunday. Again, if anybody's interested, you can go to norwac.net. You can get a weekend pass for the whole conference. You can go see the pre and post conferences that are happening here, the workshops. You can get a single day pass. There's all these different things you could do. I think it's not going to be a surprise now, Redwood, but a couple times during the conference, I always jump in online too. Besides facilitating the Q&As, I'm going to try to do it mobilely. So just get ready, okay, Redwood? I might come up to you when you're at the table, like, not when you're going to do your lecture, but I might catch you, then too, so people can see the vibe,
Okay. Okay.
right? Just how like
I look forward to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I always do this with you. So, but yeah, any other thoughts like before really Redwood, like it's you as an astrologer. And sometimes in astrology in our world we have a tendency like we want to label something like, oh, this is a Hellenistic astrologer, so on and so forth. What would you say your world is? How would you describe the astrology that you do?
Well, I would say I've been an evolutionary astrologer as a focus for a long time. I mean,
Mhm.
talking to you or when I talk to Gray Crawford, like I'm very curious about traditional and gleaning, and I have other friends too where I'm just like, oh, tell me about that. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stay siloed in EA, and also. Um, when I got invited back to teach on the School of Evolutionary Astrology message board that we just resurrected, a new one. Well, right, we brought back the new one. The old one's kind of frozen
Yeah.
in time, and we
Mhm.
started a new one. And, I said this thing where I was a little nervous because I felt like some of the material that I'm bringing is evolving evolutionary astrology because I'm not like sticking specifically with the Jeffrey Wolf Green teaching. And I don't think I'm like honoring his teachings at all. I feel like I'm kind of going beyond that, but I'm bringing out some new ideas. And so, not to sound like grandiose or anything like that, but I do feel like I'm one of those people that's evolving evolutionary
Yeah,
astrology.
it's the reason why I asked you this actually, because I've known you for a long time, and again, I think it's only natural for us to put ourselves in categories of silo. But I know you personally and your history that I've learned a lot from you when it comes to mundane astrology, and how you incorporate that with the other things the other astrology that you do. So I find what you do very unique. So again, thanks for answering that question, Redwood,
Yeah.
and going there. And again, for anybody watching, You can go to norwac.net if you're interested. You can take a look at the schedule. You can see the speaker lineups. You can see, you go check out speaker lineups and their bios. You can go see Redwood's bio. All of that's there at norwac.net. My friend, it's going to be good to see you in person soon here.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see you, Redwood, and it'll be good to see all of you out there too. The Thursday night before the conference starts, I think for the online people, I might kind of open up the room and do an open house and have some fun. Samantha, who's hosted the online part for the last couple of years, she does a fun party on Saturday night online, and we try to incorporate the in-person and the online. So there's a lot of movement happening in the chat room, so on and so forth. So again, we invite you, if you want to participate online or in person, it's all there at norwac.net. Redwood, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much.